Ready for the King of the Ice? Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete starts now on 12 Ounce Sports.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the brand new week, brand new day. Yours truly, Pete's Power Plays, hosted by the one, the only King of the Ice himself, Philly Pete, and we are live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. I hope everyone had a phenomenal weekend. We're back. I'm glad to be back. Great weekend. My wife and I celebrated our 1-year wedding anniversary. We were down the shore, Jersey Shore, Wildwood, New Jersey, enjoying life, enjoying every hour, second, minute with each other. It was a great weekend. Couldn't be any more prouder. And here, we're back in action right now, ladies and gentlemen. So let's kick it off. This show, Pete's Power Plays, is sponsored by the one, the only, MyBookie.ag. Make an account with MyBookie.ag today. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. Simple as that. And hey, from there, they'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. Who doesn't want extra cash? Who doesn't want to start cashing out large? I mean, like I said, you have Game 6 of the MLB World Series tonight, where the Dodgers lead the series 3-2 against the Tampa Bay Rays, the pesky Tampa Bay Rays, I should say. So you have World Series in full effect. You have college football in full effect. The Big Ten is back. I mean, what can I say? Pac-10, Pac-12 is going to be starting up soon, too. I mean, it's very exciting to start betting right now with football. NFL, full swing as well. I mean, what else can I say? You have soccer, the Champions League today. Okay, you have a couple of Champions League games today. Actually, you have 8 Champions League games today. So, rocking and rolling. Again, mybookie.ag. Use the promo code 12OunceSports. It's 12OZ Sports, all caps, no spaces when signing up for an account on mybookie.ag. Once again, 12 Ounce Sports is your promo code 12OZ Sports. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. Also, Zingo TV, channel 761. Ladies and gentlemen tuning in, welcome aboard to Tuesday, October 27th, 2020 episode of Pete's Power Plays, of course, hosted by the one, the only King of the Ice himself, Philly Pete. If you don't have Zingo TV, get it. Roku TV has it. Apple TV has it. Amazon Fire Stick has it. Whatever it may be, you can stream it no matter what. It's an app. Download it. Get it on your smart TV right now. Once you do, put in the promo code 12ounce 12OZ. Tune in to channel 761 because it is the best damn channel on Zingo TV right now. Play it. You'll hear my lovely voice. We're going to be rocking and rolling. Once again, Zingo TV, channel 761. Get the app today. And also, Amazon.com. We know Jeff Bezos makes a shit ton of money, okay? And again, excuse my language because that's not what I'm all about here on my show. But he does make a shitload of money. Okay, we know that. But let's help out the 12 Ounce Sports crew, including myself, by going to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. Okay, that is the way to go. That is our link. Okay, 12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. Christmas is right around the corner. You have, you can have your wife's anniversary, like how I did. You have birthdays. Any sort of ritual, celebration, whatever it may be, especially during the holidays. Everyone shops on Amazon. Go to Amazon right now. Help us out and order on our link, www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. Really, really, really don't want to miss this opportunity big time. We appreciate each and every one of you. So welcome back. Tuesday, October 27th. We're live again on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Hell of a week last week. Okay, we rock in, and man, we're ready to rock and roll. A ton of upsets over the weekend. I know I'm still a little bitter about that Penn State game, but hey, it is what it is. We got to move on. Big game this Saturday night. Game day at Penn State. Number 3 ranked Ohio State against the 18th ranked now Penn State. This is a all or nothing game for Penn State. A lot of people are having them blow us out of the water. I get it. Ohio State's very talented. Justin Fields and the gang. They are a good team. They've always been a good team. But this is a statement that we have to make. James Franklin, horrible miscues over the weekend. How can you not tell Devin Ford to kneel you got the first down, kneel. Don't score. They're giving you a touchdown, okay? You kneel the ball, get the first down, boom, game's over, okay? It's a coaching's fault right there. James Franklin, it's not your first hurrah, okay? I'm just more than shocked that the coaching nor the offensive lineman, even your captain, Sean Clifford, should be telling you, hey, they're going to give you a touchdown here. Get the first down and kneel the ball. Simple as that. So, not sure what the hell was going on in their minds there. We deserved to lose that game. Hats off to Indiana. Huge win for that team. And what can I say? Now we move on to Ohio State. Simple as that. Now, when I talk about, real quick in the NFL, Andy Dalton got lit up. And, it's just crazy to think that me as a quarterback that I was back in the day, excuse me real quick. Give me 5 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. My apologies about that, ladies and gentlemen. All is good right now. Someone was at the front door, so of course I had to answer it. No one's home right now besides myself. My wife is working her ass off as we speak on the front lines as a nurse. So again, so back to Andy Dalton's hit that we saw over the weekend. This Dallas team's done. A lot of those people, I mean, it all first started with Dak, obviously. And now he has an injury like I think that Gordon Hayward had for the Boston Celtics, which it took more than a year. I don't think Dak's going to be 100% at all next season. So Dallas is in a whole world of trouble, not only this season, but also probably halfway into next season as well. So things are not shaping up to be in the Cowboys' favor at all. And hey, I'm okay with that because guess what? Fuck Dallas. Sorry, I said it. Fuck Dallas. So all good to go. Big game as well on Sunday night. You have Penn State, Ohio State Saturday night. I'm in my glory right now. I have my baby reveal party on Sunday with my family. And then you have the Dallas Eagles game Sunday night. I mean, I have an action-packed weekend coming up as well. But Andy Dalton getting smacked, I mean, that was a filthy, filthy hit. It just brings back memories of me as a quarterback back in high school. In and out, even throughout grade school, even throughout high school, it just brings back really harsh memories of myself where I would take hits because our line physically sucked, our offensive linemen. But it just brought back memories to the fact that, man, like, I don't miss that at all. I really don't. But rest assured, I did have offers. I had D3 offer from Lebanon Valley College to play quarterback for them. Syracuse reached out to me as well. I also had Massachusetts of Technology. They reached out to me as well. I didn't even know they had a football team. But, the fact that people still look at me as a decent quarterback, and I'm cool with that, but it just brought back way too many memories for me as well. I never had a concussion. But the fact that, I've gotten walloped plenty of times in my life, and seeing that hit on Dalton on Sunday was just, it did not look good, and man, it just makes me happy that, I'm not playing in this sport anymore. Maybe flag football for an area league around here that I do. I do play flag football. That's the closest thing that I'll ever have into playing football ever again in terms of, no pads. So there you have it. So let's get into it. I have part 2 of the NHL free agency grades, I should say. Starting off with the Minnesota Wild. You know what? They have been decent. They added Cam Talbot from the Calgary Flames. They added Nick Bonino as well. Nick Bustad, Marcus Johansson. They got rid of, obviously, Devin Dubnyk went to San Jose. Eric Stahl left. Koivu left. Kunin, Donato, and Galchenyuk. So, you know what? They had a decent summer. Basically, Bill Guerin's stamp was on the roster. He definitely did it. And especially with an upgrade of goalie, I give them a B-. And, he did a good job of saying goodbye to the roster, but they provided with different replacements that will keep the team competitive. Look out for this Wild team in the future as well, okay? They are good, but, I'm looking forward to see the impact of Talbot, considering that the Wild's goalies finished 29th in the NHL last season with a combined not even 90 percentile, .897 save percentage. That's crazy. for a Wild team who has been pretty good. So with an upgrade to Talbot, I like to see what happens. The Montreal Canadiens, of course, they lost Max Domi, but they added Jake Allen, Josh Anderson, and Tyler Toffoli. This is a dark horse wild card to win the Stanley Cup for me at 50-1. Yes, 5-0. I loved what they did. The Domi trade was good. The Allen trade was smart and ahead of the curve. It was great. Toffoli obviously was a solid signing, taking him away from Vancouver. The Canucks did not luck out with re-signing him. So, you know what? It's their loss, and good for the Canadiens. Okay, 50-1. I still love this. I give them a B+. I like what they did, and we'll move on. Nashville Predators, they lost Bonino, Kyle Turris, obviously on a buyout, Colin Blackwell, but they added Nick Cousins, they added Luke Kunin, they added Matt Benning, Brad Richardson. Of course, the big-time player here was buying out Kyle Turris. I give them a C+ on what they did. Another disappointing playoff exit, but they delivered a bunch of moves here that could change the complexion of the team. The New Jersey Devils, okay? The Devils here. Corey Crawford was a key addition. Losing Schneider, that's okay. But they added Ryan Murray as well on defense. Andres Johnson as well as a forward. Corey Crawford again as the goalie. Signing Crawford to a 2-year deal. He has some left in the tank. Okay, that was a smart move. But listen, I'm going to give this team a B+. Okay, definitely a B+. I like what they did. Fitzgerald's approach is humbling but refreshing for the team. He isn't making transactions for the sake of making transactions, but he's going to keep his team trending in the right direction until Hughes and Nico Hischier are fully developed. So Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier are once they get fully developed, watch out for this Devils team in the future. They are poised to strike at any time in the position they are right now. So that's why I'm giving them a B+. The New York Islanders, they got Corey Schneider. Okay, they got Corey Schneider. They added a goaltender, but they lost Devin Tays to the Avalanche. They lost Thomas Greiss to the Red Wings. They lost Brassard, Matt Martin. But the smart move, I must say, and people might disagree there, especially Islanders fans, but trading Devin Tays to the Avalanche, that was one main thing. But again, they're great for me. I want to have to say, and listen, they have to sign Barzal. They have to sign Barzal. This team, again, I talked about this last week with Cody Jansen, host of World Hockey Report. He was on my show last week. We talked about what teams could go to the Stanley Cup, let alone win, and what a wild card team would be, especially with the Islanders at 25 or even 30-1. It's unbelievable. They didn't do much in the offseason here, but they got to sign Barzal here. I'm giving them right now a C+. It's never going to be an off season for the Islanders. You know, they didn't really do anything. But again, it's all in on Barzal. Let's see what happens when it shakes out. Now, when they sign him, I will give them a B+, A-, no problem. But they haven't done it yet, so right now, Islanders get a C+ for me. The New York Rangers, adding Jack Johnson, of course, Alexis Lafreniere, the first pick overall. Colin Blackwell, losing. Lundqvist himself, Jasper Fast, and Mark Stahl. Okay, I give them a C here. Of course, the main reason why is because of Lafreniere, but there's been plenty of quick and effective rebuilding for the Rangers here, and there's more to come. Okay, the offseason will be remembered obviously by getting the first pick overall in the draft, but they lose fast. They lose Lundqvist. They lose Stahl. So for me, again, I'm going to give the Rangers a C. Ottawa Senators, who I think had an amazing offseason. They kicked ass. They did what they had to do. They went after the players they needed to. They added Josh Brown, Evgeny Dadonov from Florida. Okay, they got Matt Murray from Pittsburgh. I mean, simple as that. They lost key losses here. Anthony Duclair, Bobby Ryan, and Craig Anderson. Who cares about Craig Anderson? You got an upgrade with Matt Murray. Simple as that. Dadonov, you added on. This is great. This is phenomenal. That was a key addition. I give them an A- for Senators. Aggressive calls, but especially buying out Ryan and walking away from Duclair. But you know what? They added interesting players to keep the payroll down and their cap room plentiful. The future is bright as a Senators fan. So again, those Sens fans tuning in, I have family up there in Toronto and Ottawa as well, tuning in always to the show, and they are loving the future, especially my Ottawa family up there. They're loving it. They're loving the future for the Senators. Maybe not a cup team in the next 4 years, but playoffs, I could definitely see that. So this is a bright future. I'm giving them an A-, hands down. Flyers, the Philadelphia Flyers. Okay, here we go. They lost Niskanen, Derek Grant, Nate Thompson, Tyler Pitlick, and Chris Stewart. I was hoping they would have kept Pitlick because he had a great postseason, but they didn't. Eric Gustafsson was the key addition. Okay, it was okay. He still reminds me of Shane Gostisbehere, but a little bit better. Not the best sound on defense that you want to hear, but it's something that we need to address. They still have to get their shooter. There's still talks about Patrick Laine, even though I think he still stays in Winnipeg. But there's still back and forth going on. They can't get a deal yet, but time will tell. I'm giving this grade a B-. The loss of Niskanen was unexpected. I thought they were going to sign him, just like Pitlick. But, Gustafsson, same place. I mean, for me, I think this is it for Shane Gostisbehere. I think he's going to be on the move. Look out. If he's going to be on the Flyers for, his last deal, his last year right now, this upcoming year, if he's not gone by then or during the trade deadline, look for the Seattle Kraken to take a stab at Gostisbehere when it comes to the little supplemental draft that they have. But listen, we're patient when it comes to developing players, okay? And we're ready to strike, okay? Fletcher could have re-signed veteran forwards like Grant and Pitlick, like I said, even Thompson. But you know what? At this point in everyone's careers, it's better to give the opportunities to the younger players. So I'm giving them a B-. The Pittsburgh Penguins, okay, Matt Murray, key loss. Patrick Hornqvist, key loss. Jack Johnson was a buyout. They got Kapanen. They got Evan Rodriguez, Mark Jankowski, Cody Cici. That was a good move, I thought, as well for Pittsburgh. I'm giving them a C+, however. Another offseason. They were reshuffling. Rutherford reshuffles his team day in, day out, trying to get more desperation for Sidney Crosby and Malkin before it's too late and they're out of time. Simple as that. San Jose Sharks. Okay, again, another team that really didn't do much in the offseason besides signing Devin Dubnyk and the return of Patrick Marleau. And you also have Matt Nieto. Simple as that. Ryan Donato as well, another key addition here. But they really didn't lose much besides Joe Thornton and Aaron Dell. Okay, that's okay. No big deal. Again, I want to give the Sharks here a C, a solid C. Donato was acquired third-round pick. It was acquired for a third-round pick for next year's draft. A top 6 forward for me and potentially for the future. But Devin Dubnyk, we saw for Minnesota, didn't have the greatest season at all. That's the only frustration part here for the San Jose Sharks. But again, just like the loss of Joe Pavelski last summer, that severely impacted the Sharks team. The loss of Joe Thornton obviously is going to take a big step behind too for the San Jose Sharks. And I don't expect much out of this Sharks group at all going into this season. St. Louis Blues. All right, you lose Alex Pietrangelo, you lose Jake Allen, that's okay. You add Torrey Krug from Boston. That was a deal and a half. No one saw him going to the Blues. We thought otherwise. I thought otherwise, but I'm giving the Blues here a B on the dot here just because of the Torrey Krug signing. Absolutely. Tampa Bay Lightning, they added nobody, but they lost Kattenshirk, Bogosian, and Carter Verhaeghe. That's okay. No problem. They won the Stanley Cup. Big deal. Okay, they're still working on Tyler Johnson. Lightning brought back Maroon and Luke Schenn. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. They got rid of Shattenkirk. He went to Anaheim. No big deal. They're still going to be a top 3 team when it comes to the East. Simple as that. Toronto Maple Leafs. I want to give the, since they really didn't do much here. I mean, I can't really give them a grade, but the fact they kept Maroon and Luke Schenn and possibly Tyler Johnson, I want to give this team. I want to give them a C. I'll be generous here. They passed in my books. Toronto Maple Leafs. I am going to say that, okay, I want to give them an A-. Okay, simply because, all right, they lost Tyson Barrie. That was huge. They lost Cody Ceci. That was huge. Kyle Clifford. Okay, Janssen. Kapanen. But they added Bogosian, Tyler Boyd. TJ Brody was an addition. Aaron Dell. Wayne Simmons. Joe Thornton. Jimmy Vesey. I mean, they added so many players, even though they lost a lot. But the Brody signing is phenomenal for the Leafs. And that's exactly what they need. So that's the main reason why I'm giving them an A- here. And 2 more left. I got the Vancouver Canucks here. All right, they lost Jacob Markstrom, which was huge, and Tyler Toffoli. I don't know what was going on. They had to sign him. Here he goes to the Habs. But they got Braden Holtby for 2 years, Okay, and then my guess is that he's going to go to the Kraken as well. And they also got Nate Schmidt. So that was a great signing for them. I give them a B. It was a roller coaster of the off season. Get rid of Markstrom. You add Holtby, okay? But again, they're going to miss Markstrom. Hopefully Thatcher Demko. It is Demko time, and time will tell. We'll see what happens if it was worth it. If it was worth getting rid of Markstrom or not. Demko was lights out. We saw that. Let's hope the momentum rides for the Vancouver Canucks. You also have next, of course, you have the Golden Knights. Alex Pietrangelo, no need said there. I'm giving them a B+. They sold off Stastny and Schmid. Of course, it impacts this team big time. That's why the Avalanche is one of my favorites to win the Cup. Obviously, at 9-1, this was a free climb ticket for everybody that listens to this show. And once again, I'll say it again. At 9-1, that's what we got it at. Now it's at 7-1. So, you got to take it or leave it at this point for the Avalanche. But the key signing here is Pietrangelo, and that's the reason why I'm giving them a B. Okay, they lost a lot. They lost Schmidt. They lost Stastny. That's huge. Keeping Fleury makes the team exceptional. Okay, that's why they're in the B category here, and of course getting Pietrangelo as is. And of course, winding out here, you have the Washington Capitals. They got Lundqvist. You got Van Riemsdyk. They lost Holtby, Gudis, Kovalchuk. Okay, I'm giving this team a B+. Okay, we don't love the money for Schultz, but definitely adds the value for the Capitals. And we'll end it like that. Holtby, of course, sayonara. It was a great tenure, great campaign with you on the Caps. But, let bygones be bygones. And you get the king in net now. So simple as that. I'm giving you a B+. And last but not least, the Winnipeg Jets, Paul Stastny, Nate Thompson, they added big time. Okay, you lost Brian Little and Cody Eakin. That's okay. And Carl Dahlstrom. You also re-signed Dylan DeMillo. So that was a good one as well. I'm giving this team a B+ for the Jets. The DeMillo, of course, contract was excellent for the Jets. They needed that. But they probably couldn't find a second liner center as much as Stastny in the market, especially for how little the team had given up, had to give up. But the roster doesn't look significantly better from last season. But this is why I'm giving them a B right now, because you really don't know what the outcome of the Patrick Laine trade or speculation is going to favor. So give me a B for the Winnipeg Jets. So that ends my grades. Now, I have about 7 minutes, but you guys, I really want to talk about these power rankings. So let's do a couple before I get into the over-unders trends. So I'll talk about the rest tomorrow. I want to do from 31 to 26. 31 to 26, this is basically taking the first few steps here. Number 31 overall. Okay, and I'm going to count my way down. The Detroit Red Wings. Okay, they have a lot of holes. All right, and it will take more than it would take more than a draft to fill them. They got themselves an elite playmaker, the number 4 overall pick, Lucas Raymond. You also got a goalie. The Irishman knows what he's doing for the future. If nothing else, they should whittle the 23-point gap between themselves and the rest of the league in 2021. Look out for the Red Wings to once again be a bottom 5 team and to have a top 5 pick in next year's NHL draft. Number 30, as much as I love their offseason, okay, the Ottawa Senators coming in at number 30 for me. The Sens had 3 picks in the first round, Tim Stutzel and Jake Sanderson. They got defense. They got an elite winger. And, you got Ridley Greig as well, who's a center. The stock kept rising for him. None of them are likely to see time next season, however, and of course we don't know the extent of Tim Stutzel's injury. But the rebuild and the offseason they had, of course, Dadonov and Matt Murray, okay, it's going to be a battle. Okay, it's, again, I just said this, but it's going to take 4 to 5 years until you see this team eventually back in the playoffs. Simple as that. 29, the Anaheim Ducks. Okay, they didn't pick as high as their Southern Cal rivals in LA, but the Ducks still got Jamie Drysdale, a good blue liner, and then Jacob Perreault, okay, another scoring center in the first round to add to an already impressive collection of prospects. Okay, this team is going to be good again in years to come, but you have veteran help, okay? You still have Getzlaf on the team, okay? You picked up Kevin Shattenkirk in the offseason as well. This is consistency as well, and to help boost the morale of the Ducks in the future years to come. Number 28, the Los Angeles Kings. Quentin Byfield, number 2 overall pick in the draft, okay? That was an amazing play. He will be NHL ready, okay? Between him and Lafreniere, they're going to be the only 2 players that I see in the NHL coming up playing this season. And a lot of people speculated him to be the next Anze Kopitar. I like it. I like the type. You know, who knows what happens? Like Byfield could have 300 NHL goals, maybe a couple of pair of Stanley Cups here and there in the future. LA fans should be extremely happy with this, and this is going to be a good team to see again in the future as well. So congratulations on Byfield going to the Kings at number 2. Number 27, the New Jersey Devils. Alexander Holtz in the first round, of course, perhaps the best shooter in the draft. Quite possibly, I thought so. It was a steal for the Devils. He'll fit great, I think, as well, alongside with Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier. Again, they're a long way to go to contention, but they're going to be an under the radar team to look at coming into this season as well. Dawson Mercer was picked at number 18, and Shakir Mukhamadullin, a Russian defenseman as well, a surprise at number 20 for the Devils. When Nico Hischier and Jack Hughes are ready to rock and roll, when they start forming out and formally develop, then you have these guys behind them. This Devils team, be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. So at number 27, I had the New Jersey Devils. And then last to round out here at 26, I had the Buffalo Sabres. Jack Eichel, meet Jack Quinn. Okay, Jack Quinn going to the Sabres. The right side sniper at number 8 to go alongside Jack Eichel. They also got the huge prize of Taylor Hall. Okay, this should be up in my rankings, but I haven't seen Taylor Hall play for the Sabres yet, and it's tough for me to make that bet yet to see what happens. Okay, so J.J. Paterka also went in round 2, and this is going to be a very talented Sabres team. But again, I had them at 26 strictly because I don't know what the outcome of Taylor Hall is going to be. We have to see him play on the ice, and we'll go from there. So on tomorrow's show, I will talk about 25 power rank at 25, straight down to number 1. Now, to end the last 3-4 minutes with you guys, the over/under. But first and foremost, real quick, I didn't say this earlier, but once again, this show, Pete's Power Plays, for the last couple of minutes with you guys, is sponsored by mybookie.ag. Use the promo code 12ounce sports. That's 12OZ sports, all one word, all caps, no spaces. Use the promo code, like I said, 12ounce sports. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. Once again, mybookie.ag. Zingo TV, channel 761. Download the app on your smart TV. 12 ounce is the promo code, 12OZ. And from there, you'll be streaming live all of our phenomenal shows, including yours truly, and today's October 27th, 2020 episode of Pete's Power Plays. There you go. Like I said, 12 ounce, Zingo TV, channel 761. Tune in now. And last but not least, Amazon.com. Okay, please use our link, 12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. Once again, 12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. Buy all your essentials using that link today. Help us out, okay? Like how we help you out with all of our plays. Now, last 2 minutes left. I'm just going to go through the Eastern Conference, the Atlantic Division, okay, and quite possibly the Metropolitan. We'll see what I can do here in the last minute and a half. Probably just the Atlantic I want to get through right now. Starting with the Boston Bruins. They're over/under, okay? They went 28-40 last season. So Boston had it just 28-40, not the best over/under team. Tampa, 37-32. Okay, they were subpar. They were a great team to bet on when it comes to the over/unders. But the best 2 teams to bet on with the over/under last season was Toronto and Florida. Toronto, 41-32. Florida, 40-31. No wonder why it was on Pete's Power Plays, his list, Philly Pete's list when it came to the NHL plays for him. 41-32 for Toronto, 40-31 for Florida. Montreal, 35-38. Buffalo, 32-33. Ottawa was another sneaky team that was up there, 38-33 with the over/unders. And Detroit, 30-34. So once again, I'll go over these again. The grading of the second half took most of my show today, but don't be alarmed. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. I will talk more about this, okay? And that's it. That's all the time I have for today. I'll be back tomorrow, again, 12 o'clock Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Western Time. Hope everyone has a phenomenal Tuesday. Stay safe, wear a mask, and hey, talk to you guys tomorrow. See you guys. Bye.